Greetings and welcome back to another tutorial in the 24-hour, 24-day image creation marathon. That's brought to you by Instagraphics, my company, where I teach you to create standout images quickly and easily on your iPhone, iPad, or computer. I'm Grace Siegel, I'm your host, and I want to thank you for being here. We all lead such busy lives these days, and you could be so many other places, but you're here, and I want you to know that I appreciate that, and I'll do my best to make this time well spent. I've taken a break from making videos. I actually was in San Francisco visiting my daughter, but I'm back and I'm ready. This is day 19 of the 24, so there's only 5 more to go, 4 after this. All right, so let's have some fun. We'll get creative, we'll take a look, and let's go to the image, the final image that I came up with. And I've got to confess, I didn't do this app justice. I mean, this is very nice. I put a little filter in it. I put some words on it. You see where it says enter. Here's the original image. And it's got some stamps in there, but wait until I show you. I went in there because I want to play around with it a little more last night so I could show you better, you know, thinking that this, people rave about this app, which by the way is called Rookie. And when it came out, it was quite a splash. It hasn't been out that long. So anyway, let's open the app and poke around inside. What do you say? All right, let's see here. Rookie. I guess I didn't open it yet. Here we go. Oh, it would help if I spelled it correctly. No? Okay. Sometimes I'm just all thumbs. You know, you have those days, don't you? All right, here we go. Rookie. Now, just like all of most of the other apps, you have the choice of either using your camera, or you can go to you know, images that you've saved. And what I did was, and I hope it's okay, so you saw the image that I made that I put up for to demonstrate this. It's a picture. I put a filter on it and I put some, you know, some words and a stamp, which, you know, there's nothing to that. So but I want to show you what I did last night when I went in. So my brother sent me this lovely photograph of my late grandmother and grandfather's home. It looked better when they were alive, and I think this must have been taken in the winter. That's very lush. You can see all those trees in the summer. And I thought, well, if this app can make this photo look better, then it's really worth its price, whatever that is. I don't have it open yet, but I will tell you toward the end of the video. Let me see. I've already opened it up. So guess what? It's free. It's one of those free ones. Of course, there are in-app purchases, premium filter packs, $1.99, upgrade pack, $4.99, premium stickers pack, $2.99. Premium shapes pack, $99. So, you know, for like $10 you can get everything they've got. I don't remember what all I have, so bear with me, but a lot comes with the basic program. So this is what I started with, and I believe, yeah, let's see. I don't know if there's a way to open back up, but what happens, you'll see, it allows you to look at your creation at every stage. So let's see, the first thing you've got to do with a photo like this is crop it, because you've got a lot of driveway in that photo and it doesn't look too good. So yeah, you know, there's gonna have to be some driveway in there because I want a square, and you know, there's nowhere to go. You've got to include some of that, but don't worry, it gets better. So I just touched the check mark and it cropped it for me. And if you look in the upper left hand corner, see that little arrow, the white arrow that has the 1 on the red dot? Well, that allows you to undo and go back, and it shows you how many steps. You'll see as we go along. So what I did to crop it where I want was, I didn't go in the camera, I didn't go in this little colorful wheel, we will go there, but I went in the center icon. It sort of looks like sliders. So we're going to go back in there, and we're going to go through. We're just going to go through them all. This is for rotation, which we don't need. It's okay the way it is. This one is clarity. And look, it does sharpen that up considerably, and I like that. I think that helps a lot. And of course, everything has to do with your choices are going to have to do with what your taste is. But I'd go through all of these and kind of see what they have to offer. Now, these are just what I would call adjustments. So the sliding wheel is for the adjustments, and I'm just going across the bottom, and this is for saturation, which this is fine, but keep in mind, you can't possibly know this yet, but where we're headed, this app has a lot of really great filters and light leaks and stuff like that. So we don't want to colorize it too much, although that's gorgeous, and I'm keeping it. So I'm going to hit the check mark. Let's go back in there. All right, I did the saturation. There are quite a lot. Look, this one's vibrance, so we can make it really pop. And you know, the thing that I love about this is so many times vibrance is an option and nothing changes. Now, it may have something to do with this picture. You know, it has those leaves on the ground. I think that's what's really popping here. But I love how this works. The vibrance works in this app. So we're going to go back in. And this is the temperature. So let's see what that does. I kind of like it with the more blue in it. I don't want green. All right, now, and you know what? Maybe you'd like green. That's why it's worth going in here and fiddling around a bit. Okay, so back to the center icon, go down a bit past the temperature, and this is going to fade it out if I want to fade it out. Actually, and fade out on this particular picture. Look, you're not really getting a whole lot. I can see a little bit of fading. But I don't really want it faded out. I like it more vibrant. So back in, all the way over to the highlight and shadow. Let's see what that does. It really just brightens it up. You know, so much depends on what photo it is. But I'm going to hit the check mark for that. I just want to show you all of these. I probably wouldn't go through every single one myself. This is sharpen. I think it looks fine on sharp, personally. And then I think we only have one left, and let's check this out. Oh, I guess you could superimpose a photo on there. I think that's what that means. See how there's two little squares on top of each other? I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to touch the photo, and my options come back. And now I'm going to go into the colored little wheel there, the second icon at the bottom. I'm going to touch that, and I'm going to touch it again. Oh boy, look. Yeah, I think you can read these. Ordinary moment is the top left, clean portrait, vintage classic, heavy rain, urban romantic. You've got a lot of choices here. I love them all. And look, when you go into them, I accidentally touched the wrong one because I don't want heavy rain. I want vintage classic because I think that lends itself to this photo. But any could, obviously. So let's go through them. Vincent, very pretty. Lomo. Siesta. Where did they come up with these names? Dreamy. Classic. And I want to point out to you that these filters have a bar on them. So when you touch it a second time, you can lessen or increase the opacity of the filter. So see, when I bring that all the way over, well, now I have 0, so I don't really have a filter anymore, but it brings my leaves back out. So let's go through all of them so you can see what they all look like. That one is classic. This one is misty. And that is pastel. And you can see there's very, subtle variation between the two. But when you slide the opacity around a little bit, you're going to get more. Now, I like this, and I'm going to check it. Okay, so let's go back into this color wheel one more time. I believe if you go to the second option, that's the middle option, look, you get a texture. So they've got all of those filters that we saw, those same filters, and now we're getting into textures. Oh boy, you can go crazy in here. Look at all these. I like this one a lot. I like the vignette that it's putting around the edges. I don't think that's the one I chose though. I think I chose this one. And I like that a lot too. Now let's try the slider and see what we get. It just takes some of that vignette effect away. But I want it, so I'm going to keep it far to the right, and I'm going to hit that check mark because this look appeals to me. And I'm going to go back into the color wheel. That's the second button. And I'm going to look at this lightning bolt. And yes, of course, makes sense, huh? This is where they keep the light leaks. So let's look at the light leaks. Now maybe you don't want light leaks. They're a little weird. You can make it go away, and you can, all I'm doing is sliding across the bottom and just picking out the different options. I did use a light leak. Now you can go across here, see there's green, and it gives you these different options. I think I like that one the best. And then you can go to the color dodge and just mess around in there and see what happens. Linear dodge, so it's just going to give you different effects. And there's more. Overlay, and you can see the difference there, can't you? And soft light, which I kind of like that. But I really did like lighten, and I think, oh dear, I don't think I went that far. Well, I don't know if that's the one that I use, but I can live with that one. So I'm going to use my check mark on the bottom right, and that's going to save that. Now I think the other thing, I did two other things. So if you go into that star fourth icon over on the bottom, that's where they keep the fonts. So you can type on this, you can type words on this, the little art objects, and they also have frames. So let's do it real quick. What I did, I wrote Grandma's house. And then the thing about this kind, you can choose a different font. I experimented with a few, but I like this one. And a lot of times this happens even with the fatter fonts. You'll find that it doesn't show up the way you want it. This app has a very nice feature where you can put a stroke on there. So did you see I'm putting a black stroke on there and making it stand out, and this is the shadow, and by doing that it's going to make that grandma's house pop a little bit more. Doesn't really look like it right there, and I think what I did was I switched the color so that it was black. let's try this again. So I think I made the font white, come back, and I made the stroke just a little bit larger. Let's see how that works. Yeah, see how that just really pops out? I love that. So nice. And look, I can put it over that gravel so it doesn't show up as much. Wonderful. So now on that bottom right, I'm going to hit that check mark. Oh, and one thing I want to mention, if you want to get rid, like you type something, it's like, no, that's stupid, I don't want to say that, and you can't change it, or you do it twice by accident because you can't copy. See that third one over, the one that has the plus sign? You could copy this and make a second one. Well, all you have to do if you want to get rid of it is touch that trash can, the furthest icon over on the right, and that'll do that for you. It took me a while to figure that out. Sometimes the easiest things, you know, they're right in front of your face. All right, and then last but not least, I did not put any of this artwork on, although it's pretty cute and I do like it a lot, and there's quite a bit of it. Look at all that. Nice. Love it. All right, but that's not what I want. I put a frame on my image, and it's kind of one of these lighter frames. I didn't choose a real heavy frame. Hold on, but it was not that. And then it wasn't that either. It was something more simple. But you know, I can live with this. Let's just let this go. We need to move Grandma's house over a little bit. Let's see. So I'm going to hit the check mark. I'm going to go back into my, I don't know if it's going to let me do this the way I want to. All I want to do is move the Grandma's house over a little bit. But I don't think I can. So we can live with that. That's fine. I want to point out on the upper left, we've got that arrow that's going to let you undo. I could undo all that. And I've made 14 different changes. Let's undo a little bit. Look at this. It gives you all of your different versions. So I really can go back and change this Grandma's house if I want to. And then this is really neat too. What I'm doing is I'm touching the icon on the upper right, that little picture of a photo. It shows me the photo I started out with, and then it shows me what I ended up with. Although, this is not, I don't think, what I ended up with. Because look, I must have somehow... You see what I did? I went back and I got rid of my frame. And I'm putting it back on. Darn it. There's a different one, but you can kind of see how it looks. All right, so that's Rookie. There's one other thing I want to mention to you about this. You can go into the camera area of this and you can do some settings before you take a picture. So look, all I did was, what I just did was I touched the camera icon in the center and it brought up the camera. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that colored icon, kind of like a circle, it looks like a camera lens on the right, and I'm going to touch that. And look what comes up. It's filters. Normal, mild, timber, olive, siesta. You can see that it's subtle changes, but this way you can sort of see what your picture is going to look like and, you know, start out one step ahead. And then I'm sure add another filter on top of there. So this is really, I think I said this on the PDF or on the web page. This app is deep and wide, and it really, I mean, look at this. Look at what I did. I took this picture, hideous, and I made it into Grandma's house. And I really love that. Now, I forgot to say the thing that I always say about all the apps that I'm demonstrating for the iPhone, most for the iPad, available on the App Store. And I haven't forgotten about you Android users. I will incorporate information for you at some point in the future, but I don't know the Android apps. I only have Apple devices, so that's what I have for now. And also, I just want to remind you, the way I recorded the videos, you can't see my fingers on the iPhone screen. It makes for a better demonstration, but it kind of looks like a ghost is making things happen. It's not a ghost. It's my fingers. They're on the screen of the phone, and everything that you see happens as a result of my touching the screen with my fingers, just like you will if you decide to get this app. Now remember, I mentioned it already. This is a free app. It has the in-app purchases. It's relatively new, and remember Moldiv, which I believe was app number 3. Day 3, that was the one of the framing apps. It had the 3 pictures of the cat with the little flowers in the middle. The makers of Moldiv made this app also, and basically it's a filter camera photo editor. And of course, it says it empowers you with the look and feel of a professional photographer. A live filter camera with 116 filter effects, 10 different themes. Rookie provides 60 textures and light leaks. Professional editing and design tools are built in as well as many other unique features. And you probably noticed that there's just so much in there. So I encourage you to get this free app. You have nothing to lose, and play around with it and have some fun with it and transform a dog of a photo into something sort of cool, with really just a few little, just a few little taps of your finger. Now, just real quick, remember there's a free PDF info sheet download for this app and every app in this marathon. They're on my website at instagraphics.biz/marathon. I'd love for you to join my Facebook group. I stop in every day at 4 o'clock and many other times just to talk about apps and images and visual content and all that stuff that we all love to talk about. You can sign up for my email list at the top of any page of my website, and I'll send you a PDF list of my top 6 apps, as well as links to everything I've mentioned here. Please like these videos if you have a chance. It would really encourage me. And one more thing, I'm going to be holding a contest very soon, and the prize is every app in the marathon. Yep, all 24 apps. They're not all free. So I'll be announcing the details of that very soon, I promise. So sign up somewhere. I don't want you to miss that. Thanks, as always, for being here. I've loved showing you around this great app called Rookie. I will see you tomorrow for image number 20 and app number 20. And that is, oh gosh, now I've gone and forgotten it. Be funky. How could I forget that? All right. See you soon. Make it a great day.